I've done some investigative reporting and have discovered that you are more badass than ever.
Well, that's good to know.
It is good to know.
I was waiting for someone to decide.
Did we step things up for this movie? Like, I really feel like Selena is like really just down with it.
Yeah, I think so. And I think because her daughter is at stake, I think there's nobody more likely to cut you than a mum protecting her child.
The idea to come back and to be a part of this, you think initially...
One of the things about Underworld that's cool and that's unusual is that it isn't based on a series of books or comic books or anything like that. So there isn't really a prescribed route of films to go. And ever since the first one, it's not been a done deal that we're going to do another one. But what it also means is that there's a wide open playing field in terms of storyline and characters, and that feels really great. So it's really a kind of case-by-case basis every time.
And in this case, you were down for it.
Yeah, I was. I like the fact that she got, she's much more emotionally vulnerable than we've seen her before. And I like the fact that the world has opened up very much. The whole Underworld world feels much bigger, and the bad guys got all sorts of interesting stuff going on. So,
and we get to see a new kind of vampire that we haven't seen before.
Exactly. There's a lot going on.
And you're reunited with David.
Yes, which at last. I mean, it's almost unbearable to be without Theo for months at a time.
What was that reunion like?
The nice thing about Underworld is that there are some really familiar faces like Theo or Charles Dance or whatever, who've been in the movie before, and a lot of the stunt team, and then we get kind of new, fresh players, that we have. It's a really nice mix. But Theo, in the same way as Scott Speedman did, makes me slightly crazy and want to just tease him all day long, and he can take it, which Speedman also could do. And I really admire men who can handle being relentlessly teased by women. I think it's one of the most attractive qualities you can have.
Is that what you do all day long on the set?
All day long, yeah. And he's amazing about it.
How do you feel about getting into the costumes? I feel like that's the whole thing for her. And you have to probably either love it or hate it.
Yeah, I was doing okay with it, and obviously I haven't done an Underworld movie in a more comfortable outfit, so I don't really know any better. But it was about halfway through this movie I turned over and sort of looked at Theo. I'm like, you're in slacks and a pullover. Like, how did you get away with this? All the other male characters are in skirts and strange prosthetics, and Theo's just like in his own clothes. It was only then that I felt that it was a bit unfair.
Just a little unfair, but you look fantastic doing it.
Oh, well, thanks. Thank you.
Tell us where Selena is in the world when we come to this movie.
She's not in a happy place. She's sort of probably at the lowest ebb she's ever been in any of the movies. She's being hunted by vampires, by lichens. She's lost her daughter. She doesn't know where Michael is, and she's just sort of generally over the whole thing. So she's probably in the darkest place she's been.
Have you been able to figure out why this franchise is so popular? I texted like 30 friends telling them that I was coming here because everyone was asking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that there is a fascination with it partly because, like I said, it isn't based on anything. It's so rare these days to have an original movie go to several movies, and so nobody really knows what's coming each time. Nobody, there's not a book that it's based on. I think people like to see a woman kicking ass. That's true. I think that's just one of those things that's true. And there's a lot of sort of mythology and history, and it's kind of a camp, fun couple of hours. The world is kind of tricky and difficult, and everybody's worried. And so I think a bunch of monsters bashing it out gives you a minute off.
Made in Hollywood.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Made in Hollywood TV. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And for the next awesome video, click right here. Click in that box right there, super easy.